Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rachele Teson and I'm a Nationally Certified School Psychologist here in Missouri. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all things School Psych Simplified. This week's Tech Tip Tuesday is all about text automation, and I'm going to be featuring one of my favorite tech tips ever, which is using text plays. And if you're not sure what text automation is, it's basically creating keyboard shortcuts so that you have certain phrases or blurbs or even paragraphs at the ready without having to copy it and then paste it somewhere else. So my favorite text automation tool is TextBlaze. It's free to sign up, and the free version gives you access to up to 20 snippets. That's what TextBlaze calls their templates. I do have the paid version, and it's completely worth it to me. To date, TextBlaze has saved me 49 hours of my time. Yes, it collects data on that too. So all you have to do is type out a phrase or a template and then assign it a keyboard shortcut. And I love it because it works with anything that I have open within Google Chrome. So let's go ahead and dive into the details now that I've given you this teaser, and I want to show you what it looks like in action. TextBlaze is a Google Chrome extension that also works with your web browser. So to navigate to TextBlaze, all you would need to do is type in blaze.today. And once you arrive, you'll see this as your main screen. You'll click on Go to Dashboard. And if you're brand new to TextBlaze, it'll go through the very simple, creating login credentials for your free account. I do have the paid version, so you'll see I have lots of snippets over here on the left, but I really find that valuable. But the free version, you get 20 snippets, so that's pretty good. So this is what the dashboard looks like. And as I mentioned, you can see all the snippets over here. If you weren't to need to look at one or make some tweaks, this is how you would kind of navigate to all the different snippets or templates. And then once you're in a snippet, for example, I'm in one called Today's Date that I made, which sounds simple. But if you're like me, even when it's very clear what the day is, sometimes you just forget. And I'm trying to clear up all of my working memory space. I don't know about you all, but sometimes my mental bandwidth is not all the way there. So I like to make everything auto magicked if possible. So that's a really simple way to use TextBlaze. I labeled it, this first section, the label, I labeled it Today's Date. And then my shortcut, something that made sense to my brain, was TD for today. And then in this text box here, all I did was click on date and time and choose the format that works for me. So anytime that I'm in a notification of meeting or a prior written notice or anything else, my case log, my digital case log, I just type in /TD and it populates the date for me. So I don't even have to think about what today is. Another way that I use TextBlaze is with my name, my title. Again, I don't want to have to type it out every single time, and it's much faster to just have a keyboard shortcut for that. Another way that I use TextBlaze is gathering information from other people as part of the referral process. So here's what my family information form snippet looks like. I've labeled it family information form, and I gave it the shortcut FIF. That's just what makes sense to me in my brain. And then in the body of the snippet, I put something, I wrote out something thoughtful in my own personality and wanted to make sure that it felt informative and including everything. Write it really well one time, drop it into TextBlaze and save yourself some time. Your future self will thank you. So all I wrote was, thank you so much for your time today. As we've discussed, I've attached copies of your procedural safeguards and Bill of Rights. I described what those are. And then I said, I also included a link to the family information form. And I'm saying your input is a valuable part of the information gathering process. Please complete this form by, and then again, you can plug in that date. All that you have to do is come over here to your basic commands, click on day and time, and then put date in 1 week. And that's how I got there. But I don't need it twice, so I'm going to delete it. I'm here to answer any questions you might have. And then I've put in a link to my Google form for family information gathering. So I wrote this out all nice and pretty, linked to all of the things, included that auto magic of calculating whatever 1 week from today is for me. I dropped all that in there. And now every time I go to my email, all I have to do is type /FIF, and all of this will generate for me, including auto magically telling the reader whatever 1 week from today is. So let me demonstrate this for you in my email. So if I come over here, let's start fresh here. All I would have to do is go /FIF, and it auto magically populates for me. So as you can see, it's all written out, and it automatically put December 19th, 2023. And then it has that link to my family information form. I use the same for my teacher information form. I've got, what I want to say to the teacher, that automatic 1 week from today's date. You can customize this, of course, and then a link to my teacher information form. And then if you saw my template creation video, you know that I like to give myself visual cues if I need to change something within a template. So anytime that I do the teacher information form, let me start fresh here again in my email, I do /teacher information form. And this visual cue to me indicates, okay, I've got to change this as part of a template. So I'm going to close out or delete those words, and I'm going to type the name of the student. Let's say you're collecting information about Rachel, and it automatically goes to December 19th. So these are just a couple of ways that you can use TextBlaze. Some other ideas would be if you needed to type out specific information from a certain assessment. Maybe you have, you want to type out the full name of a particular assessment, but you don't want to have to type it out every time. Or maybe you want to drop in your template here, describing what this assessment measures. Maybe you're dropping in some report writing type things for you. If there's certain phrases that you use all the time, whatever makes sense in your role, if you type it out more than 3 times, to me, you should make that auto magic for yourself. And like I mentioned earlier, TextBlaze to date, so April 2022 to current, it saved me 49 hours of time. That's such a big deal. So I would really encourage you to try this out and see what you think. If you are already using TextBlaze, I would love to hear how you've been using it to save you time down in the comments. And if you're brand new, please circle back and let me know how this is working for you. See you next week.